everyone, I filmed this video before the Princess of Wales's news of her cancer diagnosis, and I am sure we can all come together to wish her a speedy and successful recovery. In the meantime, let's all enjoy her best Easter fashion hats and outfits in celebration of her wonderful work. Easter is a wonderful time of celebration and renewal. It's actually my favourite festival of the year and is a great opportunity to buy a new dress and hat. In this video, I wanted to look back at some of Princess Catherine's best Easter service outfits to get some inspiration for the Easter looks for this year. Hello and welcome to a millinery hat commentary video. My name is Ilona, I'm a milliner based in London, and today I'll be looking at the Easter hats of Kate Middleton, the Princess of Wales. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave me a comment with your favourite outfit. Now let's get our Easter bonnets on and get started. In April 2014, Catherine made a stylish and memorable appearance during Easter Sunday services at St Andrew's Cathedral in Sydney, Australia. Her hat by London milliner Jane Taylor is a delightful blend of classic elegance and contemporary flair. The colour palette is a soft grey, which I think is an interesting choice for such an occasion, as usually Easter is associated with fun pastel shades. Although in some images the ensemble does look pastel blue, especially when caught in the sunlight. The shape is a felt teardrop beret which features a graceful curve upwards at the back. The hat is adorned with a sculptural rolled edge silk organza trim. The placement of the trim right in the curve of the hat is very whimsical and clearly placed with a light touch. This light touch from the milliner is especially important for such ephemeral trims, as you don't want them to look hammered on. Trims always look their best when they appear to be floating on the surface of a hat. This hat is paired with a light grey funnel neck coat by Alexander McQueen. The funnel neck is a great choice of collar for such a hat, as both featured the upswept sculptural look. Mirroring necklines and hat lines always works so well. In fact, I'd say it's the #1 trick to match hat shapes to clothing. Catherine's shoes and clutch are a beige colour, not the grey of the rest of her outfit. They are still in the neutral palette, but I'm not convinced that the warmth of the beige against the cool tone of the grey and the rest of the outfit work together. An Easter bonnet is traditionally supposed to be a new hat. You'd buy 2 hats a year, your winter hat and then your summer hat at Easter. Easter celebrations were always the big money-making time of year for many milliners. But for a woman with so many hats already in her collection, I suppose an outfit repeat is always a possibility. Catherine rewore this same outfit for the 2019 Easter service in Windsor's St George's Chapel. This time the funnel neck coat is accessorised with a brooch, and the shoes and clutch are more of a grey tone, which I think matches the overall cool colours in the whole look a lot better. What I noticed though, looking at the 2019 pictures, and this could be just because I'm a milliner and I can't help but notice these things, that gorgeous rolled edge organza trim has collapsed and flattened a bit. Now, loopy trims like this can be prone to losing shape. The best way to prevent the dreaded trim flattening is to store the hat with acid-free tissue paper stuffed inside the loops, just like I do on my Diskette Coquette model over here. If you have a hat in your wardrobe with a collapsed loopy trim, don't worry, you can bring it back to life by stuffing it with some tissue paper and then gently using either a steam iron or a handheld garment steamer to coax it back to life. Let it dry with the tissue paper still in the loops, and voila, it has now kept its shape. In 2017, the Princess of Wales donned an elegant cream Catherine Walker coat, which she had previously debuted during her visit to Canada in September 2016. I absolutely love when she does a fashion repeat. It's a great reminder to us all to continue to rewear our favourite clothes over and over again. A good way to update reworn favourite pieces is to pair them with a new hat. And Catherine has done just that with a new Lock & Co. Jacqueline pillbox hat. Now, whilst the look as a whole is just as sophisticated as always, I have to point out one odd thing about this hat. Have you spotted it yet? Well, you will once we look at the view from the back. It's a square shape. It's a very unusual design. Notice how Catherine's hair matches the dimensions of this hat. The style of her bun is a long sausage shape rather than a traditional round donut like I like to wear. The structure of the bun slightly extends outside the width of the square of the pillbox, which makes for a very flattering silhouette. It's good to experiment with new hat shapes, and Lock & Co have definitely accomplished this. However, I'm not sure how comfortable this would be to wear. Our heads are oval, so oval hats always fit the most comfortably. There could of course be an inner oval structure, but I couldn't find out if that was the case, as this hat is no longer listed for sale. If you're wanting to try and make this shape, it reminds me of a square biscuit tin, so I guess you can block on one of those. Or if you want to attempt a more sensible and comfortable pillbox, check out one of my most popular tutorial videos, which I will link to in the top right. During Easter 2018, Catherine was pregnant with Prince Louis. In fact, he was born later that same month on the 23rd. She is wearing another outfit repeat, a dark brown coat dress by Catherine Walker, previously worn in 2015. Her pillbox hat is a felt Lock & Co cuffed pillbox, which is trimmed with a straight felt bow tied with a tassel of felt strands. I love it when brunettes wear brown hats. I think it's very flattering, especially in those earthy brown tones. What I love about this pregnancy outfit is that it doesn't compromise on Catherine's usual style of a coat dress paired with a classic shaped hat. In fact, this is the perfect opportunity for me to announce that I am also expecting, and I will be taking some fashion tips from Kate, as I don't plan to limit my own style choices. You may have noticed I hadn't posted many videos in the beginning of the year, and that was because I was having a pretty terrible time. But now I'm better, so there are more videos in the works, including the much anticipated one on how to pair hats with face shapes, glasses and haircuts, so be sure to subscribe to not miss that. In case you're wondering, baby hat is due in September, so I will be taking some maternity leave from then on until I recover. But for now, let's get back to the Princess of Wales's Easter fashions. In 2022, Catherine wore a monochromatic look in blue. Her coat is by Amelia Wickstead and features long sleeves, a waistband, peak lapels and a full skirt with large soft pleats. These pleats are reinterpreted in her gorgeous pleated headband. It's the diamond crepe model by Jane Taylor, which consists of cleverly pleated crepe fabric with an intricate triangle or diamond fold in the centre, completed by cute little bows that sit just behind the ears. Catherine has paired this headband with the most elegant flower-shaped pearl earrings, which I think really complement the Easter theme. I remember seeing this headband for the first time and I was absolutely blown away by the intricate pleating technique, which inspired me to go and buy this book, Complete Pleats by Paul Jackson, to give it a go myself. Now, I haven't actually gotten round to trying this, but one day I will get round to having a go. For last year's 2023 Easter look, the Princess of Wales went with a bright cobalt blue ensemble, and wow, what a striking colour, especially in the longer midi-length coat dress by Catherine Walker. It features sloped pocket flaps and a V neckline with a velvet trimmed collar. Her hat is a pillbox trimmed with a felt loopy bow by Lock & Co. Due to the coat being such a wall of colour, the hat is not the focus of the outfit, but rather is a complement to it. It can be difficult to find accessories that are an exact match to such a specific and strong colour, so Catherine has opted for beige pointed toe heels. I think this is a great choice as it keeps the bright blue in focus on her hat and coat. If the shoes were indeed the same blue, it would have broken the outfit up, and I think some of the power of the cobalt would have been lost. To finish, I thought we'd take a look at all of Catherine's past Easter outfits together and do some overall trend spotting. I noticed that with the passing years, her skirt length has grown. This could be just personal preference, but it could also be just following the general fashion trends of the world. Skirt hems have all steadily been growing. In fact, did you know there's an economic indicator called the hemline index? It shows that as economies weaken, skirt hemlines get longer. So fingers crossed we start to see some shorter hemlines soon, as this should signal the coming of a booming and healthy economy. I hope you've enjoyed this week's video on Princess Catherine's Easter hats. In case you were wondering, my favourite look was the 2014 and 2019 one, and I think this might have been Catherine's favourite also, as she repeated wearing it. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what she will be wearing to this year's Easter service. Do let me know in the comments what your favourite look was, and while you're there, don't forget to like and subscribe for more millinery and hatting videos. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.